Hello everybody, this is Leslie from WeLoveJones.com, and I'm coming to you today with top 10 ideas of things, places you can do with you can go to with your toddler and your preschooler. So let me just find my list here. Item number one is your pools, splash pads, and water parks. I know this is an obvious one, but in the summer is the perfect time to, frequent a public pool, splash pad, and water park. They often have seasons. There's usually some sort of special activity on the first and the last day that they're open. So check those out. Splash pads are great if you happen to have a toddler or preschooler that is afraid of a deep pool, or if you have concerns about, or if you, for example, if you're a mommy that cannot swim, splash pads and water parks are great because they have sections that are just for preschoolers and toddlers that are really shallow, or in splash pads you don't have to get in the water. There's just water that falls on you. Water parks are great. Place number two is plan a play date with somebody, or get a group of mommies together and that have kids your age, and have play dates where that are summer specific. So have available a water table or a sand table, bubbles, water balloons, a kiddie pool, like a little wading pool that are like $10 at Walmart, kites, sidewalk chalk. Those kind of items are cheap and easy to accumulate. You can get all of that stuff at Dollar Tree, really, and your child will have so much fun playing with these inexpensive things. If your children have the strength to play with water guns, the water guns are great. The small cheap ones you can get at the Dollar Tree, they work fine. So accumulate these things for the summer and plan play dates, or host play dates. Number three, take advantage of zoos. Zoos are great, especially if you happen to live near big metropolitan cities. Zoos often have summer-specific programming and programming that is specific for preschoolers, for them to enjoy. Sometimes a lot of zoos will have family nights where you can camp there overnight with your children, and get to spend the night at the zoo. If you live somewhere rural like I do, you may not have easy access to a zoo, but there might be a local petting zoo you can visit, or if you live really rural like I do, you may know somebody that has horses or goats or chicken coop, and you can spend the day there just, playing with the animals with your children. My son loved that the most last summer. Number four, look at your community calendar. What kind of summer festivals are out there? For sure, what kind of 4th of July activities are out there? Plan out your May, your June, and July based on what community events are around. So use your community calendars and plan out summer activities that are, appropriate for your child. We just had a summer festival here in this small town I live in, and I didn't take them, but my in-laws did, and my son got to check out a fire truck, and there's just all kinds of activities out there that are child appropriate. There's a great website called Macaroni Kids, and they post a lot of preschool age specific events on there for that you can check out. 5, children's museums. Children's museums, natural science museums, or just science museums, train museums, great places to take your toddlers and your preschoolers to. They often have preschool specific programming and summer events that your child can benefit from. Last year, the Children's Museum, that's 2 hours away from us, had a Thomas the Tank Engine exhibit, and this year will be Curious George. So you take advantage of your children's museums near you. Number 6, libraries. Take advantage of your public library. There's a summer reading program usually, and even preschoolers that cannot read independently yet usually are allowed to participate in the summer reading program, and they get to go to the award ceremony and feel like they accomplished something. My son very much enjoys getting a reward for reading or being read to. And some libraries often have summer-specific programs they don't have year-round. They just have in the summer because kids are out of school. Our local library is going to bring a magician. They're bringing a local animal conservatory group with animals that were rescued. My son enjoyed immensely getting to see owls last year. He wanted to read nothing but owl books after I took him to some summer programming at the library. Number 7, character-specific events. So research the Wiggles, Disney on Ice, Thomas the Tank Engine often has like a traveling exhibit that's going around the country. The PBS characters often have events that travel around the country. Sesame Street, I think, also has events that travel around the country. So check out character-specific events. So ask your child, or you probably know what your child is into that summer, and see if they happen to be nearby at an event you can check out. Last year we went to a PBS kids event, and my son got to meet Peg plus Cat and the Cat in the Hat, and he just had so much fun. And it was a free family event, so it was a great way for us to spend time as a family on the weekend. It was an event that included my husband. Number 8, take advantage of other community kid-friendly activity facilities like your bowling alleys. Bowling alleys have sometimes they have kid-specific times where they block off a lot of lanes for kids. Bowling alleys have like a little slide where your toddler just has to put a children's bowling ball on a slide, and the slide pushes the ball onto the pins for them. My son has so much fun and comes home so exhausted after doing something like that. Do you have a trampoline park near you? Is there a skate park near you? These places have usually hours or times that are specific for really young children. And so do movie theaters. Movie theaters in the summer often have discount times where, like our local movie theater has twice a week during the summer. They have a 10 o'clock movie that's $2, and it's usually an older children's movie. Like usually they're movies that came out last year that your child can go watch for $2. And it's a great thing to do. Especially they're great indoor activities to do on days that are so oppressively hot, but your child is bored out of their minds and they need to go do something. I like that movie theater concept only because your child may be too young to really know how to behave at a movie theater, so it's a great learning experience, and it's a transferable skill for, say, you're trying to teach your child how to behave at a movie theater and at church, or somewhere where that's somber. Again, number 8 is bowling alley, skate parks, trampoline parks, and movie theaters will have toddler and preschool specific programming. Number 9, check out a local botanical garden. Botanical gardens are great because there's so much to look at. Often botanical gardens will have a butterfly garden, and they'll have days where they teach your child they'll have programming where they teach kids about insects, or they teach kids about gardening and different flowers, and there's just so much to look at. Your child will enjoy it immensely. And if you don't live near botanical gardens, we don't currently, but we do garden at home, and I can count on gardening being something that he and I can do together every week to fill our time. Let me back up real quick and clarify or add to Playdates. Playdates, you can also plan Playdates with other moms or plan it, coordinate it with your local fire station, your police station, and your local post office. If you have a large enough group, they will do a tour, and they'll kind of do some sort of safety lesson or programming with your children. It has to be enough kids. You have to call your local police station or your local fire department, your local post office, and see what that requirement is. But if you have enough kids to do this, if you can coordinate enough kids to do this, the post office will give your children a tour and kind of explain to them how the post office works. Same with the fire station, and then they'll get a hat and a sticker, and they'll get to ring the bell. And often police stations will show them what a police car looks like and let them sit in the car. Just really interesting stuff. So you can plan play dates at home, and like I mentioned when I listed item number 2, or you can plan play dates out in the community that are educational for your little one. All right, so number 9 was botanical gardens. Let me end on number 10, local playgrounds, which you probably already do. But wander away from playgrounds when you're at the park and see what kind of new things your child can kind of explore when you check out the other parts of the park that you normally may not walk around. Or visit a state park, visit a local lake. A lot of state parks have summer programming where you know they'll have interesting things. Come visit, and they'll have some sort of programming that's appropriate for preschoolers. So check out other summer events that are family events. So local playgrounds, state parks, and local lakes, those type of places are great for summer. So that's it. That is top 10 activities that you can do with your little ones this summer. I hope you found this list helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and please share this with friends and family if you found this helpful. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to this video. Again, I'm Leslie from WeLoveJones.com, and we hope you have a fabulous summer. Take care, everyone. Bye.